Here comes the gavel, guys. Thanks.
There you go.
All right. Okay, let's begin with the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome.
Your official
It is
pin.
Monday, December 8th. This is the Shawnee County Board of County Commissioners. I'm Aaron Mays. I represent District 3. On my left is Commissioner Bill Rippon. He represents District 1. And on my right is Commissioner Kevin Cook, representing District 2. Good morning, both of you. Our county councilor is out today, and so Kyle Edelman is sitting in representing them. And Sherry. Stephanie.
Good morning.
Representing the clerk's office. Clerk's not here today either, so, okay. Well, let's get started.
Item 3, consent agenda.
We have a number of items on the consent agenda. If there are no questions or concerns, I would move for approval.
Second.
Okay, motion's been made by Commissioner Mays, seconded by Commissioner Rippon. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0. Next item, please.
Item 4, new business. A, number 1, consider all voucher payments.
Okay, this voucher report total is $7,841,172.55. Significant payments include $1,911,881.54. It's a progress payment to KBS Constructors, Inc. for the construction of the DOC mental health facility funded with a State of Kansas grant. We have $235,522.19 to Mammoth Sports Construction for installation of a sand volleyball courts funded with the Gage Park sales tax. $1,262,198.83. That's a progress payment to Bettis Asphalt Construction for the Northwest 46th Street Road Improvement Project funded with infrastructure funds. And last, we have $113,013 progress payment to King Construction Company, Inc. for the Southwest Jordan Road over tributary to the Wakarusa River Bridge Replacement Project funded with bridge project funds. If there's no questions or comments, I would move that we approve the vouchers.
Second.
Got a motion by Commissioner Rippon and a second by Commissioner Cook. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0. Next item, please.
2, consider correction orders.
I'll move for approval.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Mays, second by Commissioner Cook. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0. Next item, please.
Item B, planning department. Number 1, public hearing and consider approval of resolution number 2025-102, a major amendment to amend the building, stone, and landscape bill number 2, master PUD plan to remove restrictions on C-2 and C-4 users, adding I-1 zoning restricted for storage units, reconfiguring the property into 3 additional lots, replatting through the city of Topeka, and replacing original sewer service with an on-site waste master system on property located at 1041 Southwest Rock Road in Mission Township.
Good morning, Commissioners. Joni Thadani, Director of the Planning Department. As mentioned, this is a major amendment to Z1001, which is Higgins Ranch LLC. As indicated by the case number, this was originally approved as a PUD in 2010. They are looking to modify restrictions that were placed on the PUD to allow for some additional commercial uses and or adding some I-1 zoning to allow, specifically just to allow for storage units. They are also going to the city of Topeka to replat to allow for the breakdown of additional lots. One other item that was a major issue with this parcel was that it originally required them to connect to the Sherwood Sewer District, which is extremely far away and just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to connect to sewer system that far away. It would be a very costly expense. So as you can see here, the location of this is the blue star right off of 10th and Auburn, or I-70 and Auburn Road. As a background, in 2010, January, they submitted a request to amend the zoning from RR to a PUD. In the long run, what was approved was a PUD for 2 lots. One had C4 commercial use and one had C2 commercial use. There was a laundry list of restrictions that in essence prohibited almost all uses allowed within C2 or C4 except for a few minor items. They also required connection to the Sherwood sewer for any development beyond. Since that time, Higgins Stone did put up their building on one of the lots and has been operating pretty shortly after that 2010 date. Well, I guess I take that back, about 2016, 2017. They are the only business that has been operating out there since then. We have had contact on quite a few occasions about development on these parcels, but based on the restrictions that are there, the size of the lots and the sewer restrictions, it really has not been able to develop any further. The applicant owner did come to us looking to do a major amendment that would change the plan, and it would allow for new division of the land to allow for additional lots. It would remove the restrictions that are currently in place for the C2 and the C4 uses, which will allow for additional businesses to come into play. And then also, they wanted an option to allow for an either or with either C2 and or I1 or C4 and or I1. The I1 would be limited strictly to storage units. There would be no other I1 type use. And then we did remove the requirement to connect to the sewer service, so there would need to be on-site wastewater system developed with Shawnee County Environmental Health. This did go to the Planning Commission in November, and it was recommended for approval. As you can see here, these are the new lots. Originally, the lot was one here, and then one here. And you can see the Higgins Stone is already there. They're going to utilize this lot one just only for stormwater drainage. And then these 3 lots could then be developed by taking access either off of Auburn Road or 10th. Here's a picture of the vicinity map. And then the property owners within 1,000 feet. We did send 22 letters out to properties within 1,000 feet. We didn't receive any response ahead of the Planning Commission meeting, but we did have, I believe, 6 people show up and speak in opposition to the request. All of those people were neighbors that lived to the west of this parcel. Again, it was heard by the Planning Commission and recommended approval. At this time, we do recommend approval of the request. We have listed a laundry list of conditions in regards to needing a traffic study and a stormwater drainage report, ensuring that they comply with any needs of environmental health for the soils and usage for the lots for wastewater. They would have to comply with any of the requirements of the traffic study and the stormwater drainage. They also need to coordinate with the city of Topeka to finalize the plat process. And then there were a bunch of changes that we needed to make to the master plan, the master PUD plan, and so those are all listed in here. My understanding is that they've actually already done all of those changes to the master PUD, and so these are left on here just for purposes of documentation of what happened. But we would recommend approval of that, and this is here for a public hearing today. If you have any questions.
Any questions for Joni?
None for Joni.
Okay. I'll make a motion that we open the public hearing then.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Mays, seconded by Commissioner Cook. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0. We're in a public hearing now. Is there anyone wishing to speak in favor of this item? Anyone wishing to speak in opposition to this item? Or neutral? Okay. Any questions or comments?
Johnny,
Commissioner Rippon?
I have a question. Their wastewater, where was that? Did they indicate where that might be?
So each parcel will have to have its own
It's have its own.
wastewater system. Yep, so Higgins Ranch has a septic system on it already
Okay.
that operates for that particular business. But the way that our environmental health code reads, if it's a septic or a wastewater system, it has to fall within the property lines of a property. And so each little parcel would have to have its own system.
And what's our current zoning there right now?
It is a PUD with C2 and C4
C4.
currently. It just has a lot of restrictions on the use within the C2 and C4 uses. And so all we're doing is asking to remove those restrictions. If you would look at the C2 or C4 zoning, it lists out a laundry list of things that are permitted uses within that zone. And in essence, what this PUD did originally was make a laundry list of all the things you could not do that were actually allowed uses within those zones. And so it just really limited what could be brought into these parcels.
Is a lot of that area along Auburn Road C2 and C4?
It's, no, to the south, it's I-1. There are a lot of storage units on the west side. Across the street would be Free State Electric, which is still RR, but they obviously are rezoned for the electric facility. There are some commercial uses a little bit further to the south, where there's the marine boat shop. Further beyond that is the tree, Topeka Landscape.
Yeah.
So there is a lot of actually different use along Auburn Road. It's not just RR.
Yeah. So if I was to look into a crystal ball, I would say there's going to be a lot more commercial probably along Auburn
I
Road.
anticipate that there will continue to be development along Auburn Road. As many people, the school's developed and residents have built up, and then you have the connection to I-70 right there.
Sure.
I just think that this is an area that's ripe for development.
Okay. All right. No other questions?
Okay, any questions?
No.
All right, I'll make a motion that we close the public hearing.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Mays, second by Commissioner Cook. Those in favor say aye. Opposed, motion passes 3-0. There's no other further questions. I'll make a motion that we approve the resolution.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Mays, second by Commissioner Cook. Those in favor say aye. Opposed, motion passes 3-0. All right, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Next item, please.
Item C, facility management. Number 1, consider the request to reject all bids for the courthouse restroom, RFP 016-25.
Morning, Commissioners. Justin Landon, Director of Facilities Management. Here before you to seek approval to reject all the responses for the courthouse restroom RFP. After discussions, I think it's best interest to start over on this project. Plan to reevaluate, and after review, be back before you to request permission for an RFP.
Okay.
I'm happy to answer any questions you got.
Yeah, so this is something that we sent it out. It sounds like maybe the scope of the project has changed a little bit.
Correct.
Under the new management at facilities, and so we're gonna just start over from scratch rather than deal with what we had there already, so. All right, I'll make a motion that we reject all the bids.
I'll second.
Motion by Commissioner Mays, second by Commissioner Rippon. Those in favor say aye. Opposed, motion passes 3-0. Next item, please.
Number 2, consider approval of contract number C 465-2025 with Stark Industrial for emergency boiler pump repairs and updated the Manor Conference Center in the amount of $63,572, 70% funded by the Manor HVAC fund and the remaining 30% by 2025 contingency funds.
Morning, Commissioners. Justin Landon, Director of Facilities Management. Seeking approval to make these emergency boiler pump repairs at Manor Conference Center. The new setup consists of 2 new pumps to allow redundancy, which was not there previously. the new pipe configuration and filter feeder for water treatment and filtration, which was not there previously. The VFD drives for the pump controls to allow for better control and efficiency of the system. This work has been completed and it is up and operational. Happy to answer any questions you may have.
Any questions?
No.
I'll move for approval.
Okay, I'll second. Motion by Commissioner Cook, second by Commissioner Mays. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next item, please.
D1, Court Administration. Number 1, consider authorization and approval of contract 468-2025 with Threat Blocker to provide advanced cybersecurity solutions for the court. This contract is for a 1-year period from December 14, 2025 through December 14, 2026 at a cost of $27,475 with funding from the 2025 Court Administration budget.
Good morning, Commissioners. Lee Welch, Court Administrator, Shawnee County District Court. As Stephanie read, this is a security addition to our IT services. Our team has been testing this for several months now and is very impressed with the capabilities and functions of this system. This works in conjunction with CrowdStrike to provide reduced exposure for risk and cybersecurity threats. I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Any question? Yeah.
I know the state, about a year or so ago, they had trouble and it kind of tied up our courts for a while. Would this help in that regard?
It would help our court.
Okay.
It wouldn't do anything with the judicial
state.
branch, but it would certainly help the Shawnee County District Court and the 3rd Judicial District in improving our security.
But it has nothing to do with the
Correct.
state? Okay.
Okay, well, Threat Locker is a pretty serious name. I hope they live up to it. So I'll make a motion that we approve.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Mays, second by Commissioner Cook. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0.
Thank you.
Next item, please.
Item E, Audit Finance. Number 1, discussion and approval of 2026 Small Item Capital Outlay, CIP.
Good morning. Andrea Forbes, Deputy Financial Administrator.
We go.
Okay, during the 2026 Capital Improvement Programs discussion, you approved $100,000 to be allocated to the small item capital outlay CIP items, which are those projects that are under $50,000. The department submitted requests to us, and these are the requests that we received. We also, late last week, received notification from elections that they would like to pull these projects as they've found alternative funding. So, the total request that we received is $86,400, and we are here today to request approval from you for these projects. And of course, any purchasing policy would be followed for these purchases.
Okay. Any questions? Okay, and then I assume that a project or two will pop up for that last $13,600 in the next 6 months or so, probably. So,
Could.
I mean, if not, we'll just hold on to it, put it somewhere else. But
Jennifer Sauer, Financial Administrator. The other alternative we have is that when we set our budget, we set it with using reserves. So this could reduce the amount of reserves that we would need to use in the capital outlay area. So
okay,
either way.
sounds good. Okay, any questions?
I would move for approval.
Second.
All right, motion by Commissioner Rippon, second by Commissioner Cook. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0. Thank you. But I think that's the easiest one we've done since I've been here.
It
So,
is.
Okay, next item, please.
Item F, Commission, number 1, consider the appointment of a voting delegate and an alternate for the annual KAC conference to be held in December.
Okay, so when it says December, it means tomorrow. And so, anyways, the Kansas Association of Counties Conference is being held starting tomorrow. I will be in attendance, and so I would ask that you nominate me as Shawnee County's voting delegate, and then we are required to have an alternate, and so I would recommend that we put Rich Eckert as our alternate as well, unless either of you are going. I don't know if you are.
I'm not going.
Okay, so that would be my motion, to put myself as the voting delegate and Rich Eckert as the alternate.
Second.
Okay, motion by Commissioner Mays, second by Commissioner Rippon. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0. Next item, please.
Number 2, consider canceling the December 11th work session.
So because I'll be at that KAC conference, I'm going to recommend that we cancel the Thursday work session this week. So I don't think we need a motion for that, though. So we'll move on to the next item.
Number 5, public comment.
Any public comment today? I didn't have anyone signed up. Okay, next item, please.
Number 6, administrative communications.
Any administrative communications? Quiet bunch today. Okay. Commissioner Rippon?
Got a chance to volunteer at Old Prairie Town for their holiday happenings. It was a nice evening and had a good turnout. So, it was
Good.
fun.
Good. Commissioner Cook?
Nothing new.
All right. Nothing from me either, so we will move on to our next item.
Number 7, executive sessions.
We do not have a need for executive session today, so we're adjourned.